What's up, y'all? DPD19. Finally have time to make another video, and it's not even at a good time. It's right before work, and I was like, alright, I don't want to leave without opening this. And it is a special card coming all the way from Canada. Some of y'all might already know what I'm talking about, at least a guess of what card it is. So let's open it up. I just want to show everything is still sealed. Just want to show condition and everything. Especially because it is through eBay authenticity guarantee, and I know they don't look at condition. They'll just be like, oh, real card, call it a day. So I just want to be safe. All right, so we have the bronze ticket. I didn't know if I was gonna purchase it, and then when I won it, I was like, welp, here we are. Still sealed. And I do now own the bronze and the silver ticket. I'd love to own the gold as well, but I don't want Mike's shitty ass signature on a golden ticket. So wasn't able to win the one that ended last night, which ended for, I think a more reasonable price than the $3,000 I win for before, just because, I don't know. I think Mike's signature over time will be a lot more valuable. However, right now, that little stupid ass fucking like signature he had around UFO, it is the dumbest and stupidest looking shit ever. I didn't want to match it with my PSA 10 silver ticket or with the bronze ticket. So we'll look at the art real quick. You have the unicorn with the bronze look. I do prefer the silver ticket. I have like looks wise for them all, but I've never seen the gold in person, so technically I can't judge, but the silver just, it hits different in my opinion. So I will be more than likely grading this. I anticipate, as long as everything else is good, a 9. Just because centering is enough to where it's safely a 9. You can get away with a 10, but yeah, left to right, it's probably within 60-40. However, the standards are 55-45 for the front now. Still 70-80 for the back. I don't understand why that they changed it. It doesn't change anything. So the way they fucking sleeve this is whatever. I'm not going to comment on that. All right, so here we are. Silver ticket. Front looks very, very clean. Trying to look it through the camera and through in person. The back, ooh, the back is very, very clean. There's a little tiny speck there. Can't even show it. Show it on camera. A little tiny speck there. But it's what I anticipated, a 9. And if it gets a 10, fucking fan-fucking-tastic. If it doesn't and it gets a 9, I'm content with that too. Just because Lord knows when the next one's going to come up. Another one's going to come up at some point. It's just when. So we're going to be able to grade this, and I know they'll be able to grade it because they graded the silver, which never been graded, and they've graded bronze and gold before. Which, fun fact, apparently some SRs from Native, this is off topic, the PSA is like, oh, we don't have info, so we're not going to grade it. So one of my SRs I own, got to try again. A little annoying, but this one shouldn't have an issue. So show it off again. It's a rather quick video. I would have liked to talk about it more, but by the way, that's yeah, that's scratching on the sleeve. So if you see any scratching, that's on the sleeve, not the card. But there it is. I now own a bronze ticket and a silver. Hopefully one day I own a gold. This was never the intent. I was never going to own any of them. And then when I got the opportunity to buy the silver, I was like, okay, well, I'll probably just stick with this. You know, if the others come up, cool. If not, it's not a big deal. But then this one came up. I had a price in mind I was willing to pay. It went under that. So I was like, all right, cool. Now, fuck. Now, now I'm going to have to shell out money at some point for the gold. But I'm not going over a certain price because I've got more important shit to spend money on than cards, if I'm being honest. I told my girlfriend the other day, like the most I ever spent on a card. She was like, "Are you fucking crazy?" She looked at me like I was a crackhead and like, "Oh, you shouldn't spend over." I think it was like $10, $20, maybe it was 5. I don't remember. It was around that range. And yeah. The most I've spent is on one singular card. Definitely over 1,000. But that's okay. It's fun to collect, fun to have. Could be future investments for some people. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm having fun with it right now. And I was worried I was going to get bent over like a hooker on a Friday night on tariffs. Luckily, I did not get tariffed, even though it went through eBay authenticity guarantee. And usually, apparently, that's the way that you would get screwed on tariffs, is if it went through authenticity and went to one of the PSA sites. Apparently, they have one now in Canada too. They just opened in October. I was like, wow, fuck me. Now we're not going to have to pay, what, 20, 30% on this card? Fuck. But yeah, luckily it did not. So I was able to pay less than 1,000. So I am content with that. Alrighty, yo. That's it. I gotta get to work. Yeah, I got shit to do and a long fucking day ahead of me. So wanted to at least make this video, and yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.